What is happening in Israel? Millions of Israelis were heading to bomb shelters on Wednesday evening, according to the IDF, as siren warnings of rockets sounded across the country. On Wednesday morning, an Israeli soldier was killed by an anti-tank missile fired from Gaza into Israel, authorities said. There were conflicting reports on the fate of a 6-year-old boy hit in a rocket attack on the town of Deret, with some saying he had died in the attack. Two people, a man and his teenage daughter, were killed in Lod when a rocket hit their car. They were both Israeli Arabs. Israeli police reported what they call violent riots in dozens of areas of the country overnight, with 270 people arrested. Synagogues and businesses in Lod were set on fire. Mr. Netanyahu described the riots as unbearable and said they reminded the Jewish people of their past. What has caused the violence? The fighting between Israel and Hamas was triggered by days of escalating clashes between Palestinians and Israeli police at a holy hilltop compound in East Jerusalem. The site is revered by both Muslims, who call it the Haram al-Sharif, noble sanctuary, and Jews, for whom it is known as the Temple Mount. Hamas demanded Israel remove police from there, and the nearby predominantly Arab district of Sheikh Jarrah, where Palestinian families face eviction by Jewish settlers. Hamas launched rockets when its ultimatum went unheeded. Palestinian anger had already been stoked by weeks of rising tension in East Jerusalem, inflamed by a series of confrontations with police since the start of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan in mid-April. It was further fueled by the threatened eviction of Palestinian families from homes in East Jerusalem by Jewish settlers and Israel's annual celebration of its capture of East Jerusalem in the 1967 Middle East War, known as Jerusalem Day. The fate of the city, with its deep religious and national significance to both sides, lies at the heart of the decades-old Israel-Palestinian conflict. Israel, in effect, annexed East Jerusalem in 1980 and considers the entire city its capital, though this is not recognized by the vast majority of other countries. Palestinians claim the eastern half of Jerusalem as the capital of a hoped-for state of their own.